with the Wi-Fi because there's been typhoon weather. It's been ugly. Let's see how we do. It already says yellow, so. All right, so we are screen recording. So, unstable connection. It says unstable. Let's see if I can make it better. Am I moving this way? Oh, it does get better. Okay. All right, so you guys just jump on. I'm screen recording, so I am going to be posting this with sound to YouTube. So that you guys can rewatch it, depending on if the Wi-Fi is going to be acting funky or not. Like I said, there was a typhoon, and so that might be the reason why the Wi-Fi is in and out. But let's just do what we can. Do what we can. Get these questions answered, and then go about our day. So if you're a subscriber, post your question. Happy 9/9. I'm actually on 9/10 because I'm in a different time zone. But for you guys, happy 9/9. Will you be elected as coordinator before the year ends? All right, let's take a look. No, this is going to make you very upset. But again, if money is what you're seeking, abundance, stability, you've got to do the emotional work before it's going to manifest in your life. Remember that. Remember. Yeah, they're all in reverse. You've got to deal with your emotional space concerning somebody you're in a relationship with. It keeps coming up. Money, abundance, stability. It's really about if you could conquer your feelings of inadequacy from your past relationship, I promise you, everything is going to change. So that's not an energy of like give up, throw in the towel, screw it up. It's never going to happen for you. It's giving you the advice you need so that you can move forward in life. Janetta, what do I need to know right now? I would prefer you ask me a real question. That's not really a question because it's the same thing it was from last week. Even if I change decks, it's always the same answer. Your job is to travel, to change directions, to do something different, which is what I just literally said. Yeah, and then literally I get this card. You need to travel. You need to get away from the four walls that you live in. You need to get out of your home. You need to do some traveling. You need to get on a new journey. I feel like you're going through a lot of difficulties right now. You got to change direction. You can't just be in this difficult life. Everything's difficult for me right now. No. You need to escape, refresh, come back stronger. One more card. Yeah, you need to do something in your community, with your friends, with your network, with your community, with, a group. You've got to get some time off. That's what's there. Janetta needs a vacation. She needs to get away from her four walls of her house, go somewhere else, do something different. Mackenzie, what do you need to hear? I see you moving in the direction of someone, masculine energy. But this person is, you will discover, has some secrets, manipulation, betrayed, maybe has lied to you about something. This is not the solution if you're looking for partnership. This person. There's some things you're going to discover about them. Tamara, how does the rest of my week look? And like I said, I am now screen recording with sound. And I will be posting this onto YouTube so that you can go back and watch it. What does the rest of Tamara's week look like? Let go of burdens connected to when something isn't what it, when you find out something is not what it appears to be, you need to let it go. Let go. Let go, let go, let go. Because if you let go, good things will come in. It's kind of like you may have some things in your life that are taking up space that you need to move out of the way so that good things can come in. You've got a lot of hard things you're dealing with. Could be a lot of financial things. But let me give you one more card to kind of tie this all together. You may not be communicating that you're struggling financially or there's some things that you're dealing with that are very difficult. But a lot of times we deal with things that we think we need to. There might be some stuff in your life that you can move out of the way that are other people's burdens. Just move them out of the way so that you can bring in more good stuff. You have too many burdens. It seems centered around what's the word here? This garden card it tells me friendships possibly, or family relationships, or kids. Maybe you have kids and you're taking on too many burdens for them. Yep. Could be you're taking on too many burdens connected to your children. And if you just pulled back away from them, more good things could be coming into your life because you would be taking your focus from here to over here. But there's too many things. Take off 3 things out of 10 so you can bring in 3 good things for yourself. Does that make sense? Jackie, what am I doing that is not aligning with my purpose? Overthinking. 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 What's going to happen? You're overthinking about things that you're not expecting. You see how that's like, that's heavy. You're spending too much time thinking about what's going to happen that hasn't happened yet. Or unexpectedly going to happen. Concerning wealthy man in reverse, which is masculine energy, and false person. You're too busy thinking about what she's going to be doing and what's going on in her life. You're wasting time. You're sitting on the edge of your seat. Is there a pathway opening between us? But she's not claiming it. She's trying to sidestep it. She's trying to get in through a back door without knocking on the front door. Like all of the little things she says are like little, how could I say this without saying this? And then that's chaotic, you know what I'm saying? And then you get into your chaos because you're feeding into that. You got to get out of that. The only way that a pathway opens is if there's change from both of you. Let me sum it up for you. You have to not care. And that's what it says. Like, you have to not care. You don't have any emotions when this person comes in, bringing you messages, sending you messages. No emotion. Because at the end of the day, what you know is the messages that are coming from this person aren't coming in clear. They're there to rile you up. Your job is, if you have no emotion, you're going to get what you want faster. Because what's there is when you sit in a place of peace in the chaos that she brings, it's going to draw her more and more towards you. Because there's no chaos here. There's just peace. And that is what she's seeking. But you as a powerful being have to be standing on peace, and drawing her in and having boundaries. That in this space, we have peace. We don't have chaos. So if that's what you're going to bring, you're not going to fit here. No matter what, you've got to stop reacting. And then when you're not reacting, you're overthinking. Like it's just chaos. You got to remember, I do not subscribe to your chaos. That's not what the universe wants for me. The universe wants me to be happy. Sarah, what does my son need? What does my son need from me during? I don't know what the rest of the question is, but I can just answer it. What does your son need from you? Your son needs for you to get out of your head and stop trying to discover what you could do better or you could do more of. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that totally. Because you're always looking for a disaster to go fix. How about you just let disasters happen? You're not teaching your son independence. You're teaching your son dependence. That's literally what it says. What you communicate is that this is a child that will not be able to solve problems on their own, that you're always going to solve problems. Trust me, I am that kind of mother. My kids have to just breathe that there's a problem. And I'm already like, I'm like a freaking bat. And I immediately try to solve everything. And I have 6 of them. Imagine how exhausted I've been in life. And I've been like that for everyone. Friends, romantic relationships, friends, my children, my family, people I don't know, my clients. As soon as I hear somebody breathing a problem, I'm like, I zone in and try to get the solution. That's fucking exhausting. And I am not committed to that anymore. And that is the message for you. What you're teaching your child is they cannot solve their own problems. They need you for everything. How about you sit back and allow them the space? There's this, I think I even posted on my story. There was this mom that posted this story, and it's like she's taking a video and she's looking at the camera, and in the background is her kid that climbed up on this table. And I mean, I was freaking out. The kid looks like he's 3 maybe. And she's watching him, and the caption says, I don't even remember what the caption says, but it said something about like allowing him to figure it out on his own, the same way he got up on the top of the table. And I'm kidding you. I'm not kidding you. There's a part where the kid's like teetering, and I'm like, there's no way, dude. Is there somebody on the side? Like, is this set up? There is no way. I'm freaking out as I'm watching this because the kid's on top of a table and he's like teetering, and he manages to get down at the end of the video. And I'm just like, damn. And so my caption to that video is like, she's over here letting this little boy figure it out on his own. Why don't we let grown men do that? And it was like, for me, it was like a teaching moment. That's what's there for you. I don't know why I'm talking about it so long, but maybe you needed to hear that. As a mother, this is part of your lessons to learn, which is that you have to let your children go. That's part of life lessons. Because the universe lets us fall when we don't listen. What are you teaching your child? All right. Kim, anything you need to know from the universe this week? Yeah, let's see. It seems that like you're hanging on to every moment before they end. Has to do with family. You feel like there's no bridge that can be crossed. That it's time. That there's an ending coming from somebody who has more life wisdom than you. And you feel like it's going to derail and destabilize the entire family, the loss of this person. You're sure of it. You're thinking to yourself, there's no way we're going to be okay without her. And the reality is, it's like you've given up faith and hope. And your job is to restore it. Restore faith and hope that the community, which is your family, your siblings and you, can all come together and heal whatever's been very unstable for a very long time. What's there is that, I'll just tell you what's there without pulling a ton of cards, is that your mom never did heal the family. She wasn't able to. And now there's like this feeling of it's never going to happen. That's not true. This is now upon your shoulders. The responsibility of mentoring and teaching the things that you're learning for yourself, for your family. Because you guys have a lot of lack of closure. And just because your mom didn't choose to step into that world doesn't mean you can't. Because there can be goodness. There can be luck with your family. You have to look carefully at what's there. It's almost like you don't see it. You don't see the good things that have happened for the family. So what's there is, I see you communicating that it's time that, with the transformation of the family, of losing the matriarch of the family, that it feels chaotic. But in reality, what's there is she's passing this torch to you, and the universe really wants you to do some work with your family. And that means closure to a lot of these things that haven't been looked at, dealt with, thought about for a generation. And that's not that that's a heavy responsibility for you, but you must get your life into a place that you can be the next matriarch, because it's naturally going to be you. Bringing the family together, encouraging healing, closing chapters in the book of the family. Like, your mom didn't want that. She didn't want to rock the boat. And it's time that you step into the role that this is your family. And I want us to have healing. I want us to have good relationships with one another. You can create that. And so the loss doesn't mean the loss of the family. The loss means the torch is being transferred to you. Ginger. Spice, nice. Will my mom be okay so I can go back to travel nursing soon? I had a client that we had a conversation about this. And she really wanted to move, but she felt she couldn't because her mom needs her. And I said, well, your mom shouldn't need you. Find solutions. So that's the answer I'm going to give you, because it's going to come up. I already know. Your mom's going to be okay. What's there for you as her daughter is to create answers. Like, how can I find support so that I can continue to live my life and be independent? Because there is a portion that I'm going to guarantee you your mother doesn't want you taking care of her. No parent should. Not unless, we're real old. And I don't feel like your mom is real old. I feel like what's there for you is your mother is very emotionally distraught. I saw that last week, and it impressed upon me enough to remember out of all the readings that your mom's in a very emotional place. It's not that she has a broken, hip and needs surgery, 6 surgeries. No, it's an emotional way of being. And that is not enough to hold you back from your life. And so what I would say is, as her daughter, start to look for ways that you can find supports in the community that can support her so that she can be independent and get the support she needs, and you can live your life and not be held back. You know what I'm saying? So what does Ginger Spice Nice need to know? This isn't a dream come true for you. This isn't good. this circumstance that you're in, and you're not saying it. You're not saying anything. You're not opening your mouth and saying, like, I don't really want to do this. I want to go, I want to go back to my career. I want to live my life. You're holding it back. But it's time. It's time now. It's time for you to pursue what's important for you. That could be relationship. It could be you stepping into maturity to be away from your mother. It could be long-term career. But what's there is it's time. Yes, you're loyal to your mother. There's no question about that. For some reason, it comes up as a question. It's like an illusion of you being loyal. It's like, does your mom make you feel guilty if you start to focus on yourself? Because that's a problem. Does your mom make you feel guilty? Because there would be like separation, like a divorce almost. Or is that what you put on yourself? I guess that's another question for another day. And I do get this man in reverse and the key in reverse, which that her having a relationship isn't a solution. But you can't replace a relationship for her. You're not the masculine in her life. So I'm just going to say, your mom will be okay. How you as a daughter can support her is to help her with community supports of whatever it is that she needs. But she's not your dependent. And that would be toxic and dysfunctional if that's how she's operating her relationship with you. That might work for her, but it doesn't work for you. Jassy, what do you see coming in for me this month? Somewhat of a wish come true is coming in for you. After a long period of feeling like you're living in a nightmare. So you might be meeting somebody new, but what I would say is that the nightmare is connected to the lack of roots and stability in your own life. So if this is about relationship, you better focus more on yourself because you're looking for it for the wrong reasons. Your job is to build faith and hope around healing childhood wounds so that you can grow stable roots in a relationship and in your legacy. So what's there for me is I see, yeah, a wish come true is coming in, but what's here is the deeper issues about what's there for you. And it's centered around looking to the past. It's about, I want to say, this is not what I would say for somebody else with the same card as the fox, but I feel like you're looking back in the past and you're betraying and lying to yourself. There's a part of your childhood that you're not wanting to heal and deal with because it's hard and you don't want to. Somebody posted on one of my videos, she said, and I'm going to respond to it. Everybody talks about healing, but not how to do it. You got to do it. I'm talking about it all the time. Unfortunately, it's doing the self-love work in the mirror and doing healing sessions. Because everybody's healing is different. So it's like the answer to like, how do we heal is like, it's dependent upon you. Everybody doesn't have the same experience. You can't just use a collective read on healing. It doesn't work. Claudia, what do I need to know? There's something you're letting go of that just literally is, it's time to let go. Don't hold on to it out of your own selfish needs or wants. You're resisting letting go. Tower in reverse, greed in reverse, death in reverse. You're resisting it. It has to do with masculine energy, the Emperor in reverse. Two things I just want to say that I feel. It has something to do with your father. It has something to do with the past relationship. It's not over for you. It's like, it's not that you don't want to. You want to, but it's not happening. You have to connect what you want into reality. That's like me saying, I want to eat a chocolate cake, but I will not bake one. And I will not go to the store and buy some. It's kind of like that. It's like, you know what you want, but you're unwilling to do the steps to get what you want. And you've been presented with multiple different ways to do it, and you're just not doing it. And thus you sit in a space that's not complete, feeling like unfinished business, feeling stuck. That's what I got. Oh, well, I got it, Sarah. I got it. It says, whoops, didn't mean to send that without finishing the sentence. What does my son need from me? Hopefully you got the answer. Oh, I see. While his father and I are going through family court. Yeah. Nothing. He needs you to stop worrying about him. He needs you to focus on you. So hopefully that answer made sense. But essentially, I know as a mother that the message is clear. Your son needs you to be in a space that's clear of mind and at peace instead of always looking for fixing something, because you're not allowing your child the space to just be. Because you're going through family court, therapy is always the answer. It is not you fixing things. It is not you, helicopter parenting. Your child should be, because the family has broken down, in some type of therapy. That's it. Just as long as you make sure that your child gets into therapy and goes, you can't even control what they do in therapy. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. I've been there, done that. Mel, after yesterday events, what's the energy? Girl, I don't want to know what the energy is. I'm just teasing. Well, because we talk, right? On the phone, so it's like, I don't know if you want me to ask about that. I'm gonna use tarot, because there's over 60 cards and 60 potential answers to that question. Oh God, I hope you're laughing. You're probably not, but All right, what does Mel need to know after the events of yesterday? The answer is stop. Stop what you're doing. Stop. The Chariot in reverse. Stop. Choose to kind of get yourself into a place that's just stopped. Because right now, what's there is that, something's happened and you're spinning. And you're judging yourself. And you're feeling guilty. And you lost control. And like all that. Just stop. Stop the movement. Because what's there is, if you don't stop, you're going to start seeing things that aren't really there. The moon. It says, let go of the emperor. Let go. Don't hold on. Don't make what happened between the two of you all of a sudden. I'm just going to say it's because nobody knows who you are, right? Nobody knows who you are. We're all pretty, we have our on-screen names, and pretty much everybody knows who I am, but nobody knows who you are. Let me just say this. Think back to experiences your friends have. Just because you have sex with somebody does not mean everything is in the illusion of we're going to be together and everything's happy and everything's exciting. Don't fall into that female stuff. Don't fall into that illusion of what you think it means. It means nothing. It literally means you had sex. It was good. You couldn't control yourself. Your situation is a very different dynamic because you guys are actually married. And so there's nothing to judge him or you about. You just were intimate with the person that you have a contract with. That's it. Don't hold on to what the heart feels and all this other stuff. It's just that we can be intimate because we have a contract that says that we can be without hurting one another. So why hurt yourself by making it more than it is? It's just sex. Now I'm saying this and it's hard because I don't want to say things that everybody grapples with because they're like, but you tell us this and you tell us that, because your situation is different. You're married to this person. You can do whatever the hell you want, essentially. But what's there is you got to stop because you don't want to hold on to this person. You want to let them go. And the reason is this is somebody you can't hold on to, because if you hold on, that's going to make them run. Now, let's take a chapter of, whose book is it? This is the one that had it. Oh gosh. Act Like a Man, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman. Think like a man, act like a woman. I don't know what it is. I don't remember. Take a chapter out of the book How do men act when they are not committed and they are intimate with you or somebody else? And the typical response, indifference. We just had sex. It was a moment. It was good. Moving on. That's how you have to act. Because you cannot hold on to this person. The minute you hold on to them, they run. So what are you going to do? You got to do the opposite. You got to do what you haven't done before. Which is, because you're in the safety of this being a contract. This is your husband. I am not saying this for every other woman. Let me repeat that. I am not saying this for every other woman. I'm saying this for you. Do not feel guilty. This is your partner. Now, what we get lost in is if they're doing it with other people. We haven't worked out our relationship. We don't know if we're going to get a divorce. We've got a co-parent. We're having a struggle talking about money. All that is separate issues. Right now, you had sex with your husband. That's it. Let it go. Release it. Act like a man, think like a woman. I can't think of what that damn book is. But what's there is don't feel guilty. Part of you is, and I'm not going to take that card because I don't know how it fell out. And it's a significant thing. Yeah, it's like, what's there is you're not sure about where this leaves the family, what we're going to do about our stability, our relationship. It's like there's nothing to think about. You got to think like a man. You just have to leave it alone. Leave it alone. Nothing to do. Nothing to fix. Because when you sit in the space of there's nothing to fix, we just had a good time, guess what happens? Dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. This person keeps coming back. Why? Because ultimately you're his wife and he should be coming back to you and not running around with other people. And that's what you want. I'm not being manipulative, or I'm not encouraging you to be manipulative. I'm just simply saying, right now we don't have answers to anything, but we are married, so we can have sex as many times as we want. And then act like we care about each other later or be blasé or whatever. It's your choice. The problem is when you start to try to control things. That's where you have a problem. But right now, nobody's filed for divorce. And to be honest, neither of you really want to be out of this relationship, or you would have been done out of this relationship. So your job right now is focus on your money and stop being emotional. Stop being chaotic. Treat it as, it was good, but I've got other things to focus on. And I know that's hard, but that's what you need to do. Pam, tell me about Patrick, a man that I'm dating. What does Pam need to know? This is somebody who thinks that you're a great person, but when it comes to furthering the relationship, they feel like they are not ready to be tied down to living together. So great fortune, imprisonment, family room. This is somebody that thinks it's great to be with you, but yet if you want more than that, not ready. So you might as well let that go, because this is not somebody that wants long term. They may have said it. They may be indicating with their actions that they want it, but it's not their intention. They don't want to be locked down. It's what they're not saying that you need to be careful about. Did I say that before? It's what they're not saying that's going to end this relationship, because you're going to feel blindsided when I feel like there's way more than just one red flag there. You just need to use your intuition, and you need to let go before you get too attached and don't want to let go. AJ, is my job safe? I I think your job is safe because the people around you see you as a great fortune and they want you to be there. So I don't see a pathway open right now for you to lose your job. Let's see. Yasmin, what should I expect for my birthday? Happy birthday. I don't know when your birthday is, but what should you expect for your birthday? Somebody is not going to tell you happy birthday. I've got the owls in reverse, the snake, and the dice in reverse. So this is multifaceted. This is a lot of messages in one. Number one, somebody is not going to say happy birthday. Somebody that's you would consider older, could be a family member. Somebody's going to wish you a happy birthday and they're going to be lying. And you're also going to feel like you shouldn't have taken a chance at something because you regret it. Some chance you're taking, you're going to regret it. Could be one person and all of that. Could be multiple people. But I do feel that like it's going to be all over the place. I do see that there is somebody significant that's either going to lie to you about wishing you a happy birthday. There's somebody who's not going to communicate with you. There are going to be some feelings that you shouldn't have done something. You're going to regret decisions that you made, but you're also going to have somebody or people who do communicate happy birthday with love. So you kind of have this, what are you expecting? Or what should you expect is that you're going to get a lot of different emotions towards you. I didn't skip you, Kim. I got to you. Leslie, what do spirits want me to know this week? There may be a chance at romance in the future for you in the community. It just looks like there could be a long-term relationship with you meeting somebody in a group or community setting, a networking event through friendships. That is a possibility. It's also that you're growing and maturing around a certain group of people. It feels like you have a good group of people around you. And if you're single, that may lead you to meeting somebody in this group. Like this is a very significant thing. I don't feel like it's family. It's more like co-workers or like a group where it's like-minded individuals that are helping you grow and mature. What I see is that, I can't show this because the woman, but you may be for a long time feeling like you're lacking in this area and you don't have good people around you, or that you don't have good friends, or you don't have a group of people that you can grow with or learn from. What I do see here is that this is something, maybe even a prayer answered. Yeah. Because you might have lost to somebody, another female, and due to the circumstances, you've been at a loss for a while. And now I just see good people coming into your life that are helping you to grow. Could be even church, maybe. Kai, will I get hired for a remote job this month? As long as you keep thinking that the opportunity will be taken from you because they hire somebody else, no, you're not going to. You got to deal with your childhood wounds around not being good enough, because there's this feeling like you're missing out on an opportunity. It's like it's not coming. It's not what are they not seeing? It's not what they're not seeing. It's what energy you're giving out. So what's there for you is to keep focusing on moving forward in a way that's powerful. How do you do that? You got to deal with your emotions. If you don't deal with your emotions, it's never going to change. It's the way you think about yourself. If you think about the negatives, if the glass is always half full for you, I can't change that. You got to change that. You are somebody who thinks it's the people outside, external from you. You think if they could just change their mind about me, I would have what I want, but it's not true. You are the key. You are the key. It's you. You have to stop lying to yourself about yourself. All right. Karina, what do my guides need me to know? I got your email, but I haven't had a chance because I have readings this morning. So let's see. Just so you know, there's a masculine energy around you that is doing things intentional. They're not stupid, and they are not ignorant of what they're doing. It's like their behavior is very intentional, and it could be very negative. They're intentionally avoiding you, intentionally not talking to you, intentionally stuck and not making a decision or choice. The Hermit in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, the Fool. This is somebody who doesn't really want to be alone, but they're willing to let go of that in order to have a new beginning. But this is a manipulator, just so you know. This is somebody who's got to deal with their own issues before. It's like, yeah, the Fool and the Lovers. It's like somebody with dysfunction trying to start something again with you. It's like manipulative. That's all I can say. They're manipulative. It's like they're intentionally not communicating or not choosing to move towards you to see if you move towards them because they don't want to be alone. So it's somebody very much in feminine energy. It's a game. Instead of being masculine and actually saying what they want, it's like they want you to chase. All right, so if you're on, you haven't asked your question, ask your question. We're going to wrap this one up. Thank you so much for joining. I will be on tomorrow, and then I'm traveling back to California, so I will be doing some videos today to post, so love you all. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to download this and put it up on YouTube, so hopefully everything recorded okay. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you.